What's up, guys? I'm here with the brand new Season 3 patch for Dragon Ball FighterZ. A lot has changed for the game along with this patch, including the character select screen. As you can see, they have changed that up a little bit. But today, I'm going to be going through the 5 biggest changes to Dragon Ball FighterZ that are coming along with this patch right now. So let's hop right in. So the first thing I wanted to talk about here is limit break. So as you can see, characters have kind of a gray outline border around the first character health bar. And when all your characters die except for one, that is going to activate and turn gold, and you are now in limit break mode. So the instant you enter limit break mode, you automatically gain 1 meter. So you can see I jumped up an entire meter there. And also you're going to do increased damage, and you're going to take away more of their recoverable life. So you can see this B&B that I'm about to do. Since I'm in limit break mode, this does quite a bit of damage, 5142, and he's left with not that much blue life. Whereas if we do the same combo outside of limit break, a lot less damage, nearly 20% less damage, and he's left with more blue life. So you're just going to be able to kill characters more quickly when you're down to your last guy, and it should make comebacks a little bit easier. I was a little bit scared when they announced this mechanic that it would be like X Factor from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or something. It does not seem like it is that powerful, but it's definitely still something that I think will make comebacks a lot easier when you're down to that last character, so seems cool. Next up, another pretty cool change here is now you can cancel your standing light into a Dragon Rush. So previously you would have to wait for the animation of the move to end and then you can throw, but now with standing lights you can go straight into throw, which will make your throw mix-ups a lot more potent. Do note this only works with standing light. It does not work with crouching light. You can see I'm always going to get mediums when I try that. It does not work with the second hit of auto combo or anything like that. Only way to do it is off of standing light. You can hold back to get 2 standing lights with most characters, but that's just something to note. I think for characters, especially like Vegito, can you just imagine how strong this is going to be? This character is so scary when he makes you block this. When he has this extra threat of going into throw, it seems kind of nuts to me, but definitely still reactable if you're really looking out for it, but it's going to be hard. I think it's going to be a lot easier to open people up with throw now because of this change. I'm a pretty big fan of this one, I think. So next up, another big change here is they have altered the timing of Snapback so that if you do a throw and then you snap the opponent out, the new character comes in much quicker. So you'll find it is really, really hard to pressure on incoming now. I mean, maybe you could be smart and be like, okay, let me just call an assist to hold them still and then I can go pressure. But additionally now, you have the option, if you hold back, you'll now come in with the old timing. You'll come in slow. So in the corner, you can pressure them after snap. You still have time to hold up forward and go for pressure. But if they hold back, your pressure is not going to work because you're going to mistime it and they're going to come in kind of slower with the old timing. So definitely Snapback not looking nearly as strong as it was before. Another change to Snapback here has to do with fuzzies. Fuzzies are pretty much gonzo. They are nowhere to be found here. So first of all, they've pretty much removed the hitbox of attacks when they're on the way up on a jump. So it's going to be really, really hard to sort of instant overhead people in general now in this game. Another big change here is that when characters are in the air, they can go immediately into crouching. So you can see there that second jab whiffed. That wouldn't have happened before. He would have been forced to stand for a couple frames when he lands. Now that is no longer the case. You can go directly from airborne into crouching. So as far as I can tell, fuzzies are completely dead. It's possible that someone will figure out ways to get them going, but from what I've seen, it's just really not possible to be instant overheading people, forcing them to stand even when they're hitting down back. So RIP fuzzies. I don't think anyone's really going to miss them too much, especially people who like to play those big boy characters. Next up, number 4 here is now EX moves, or the heavy version of special attacks. They only cost half a meter. You can see they even added like a little subsection indicator on the meter to show you what half looks like, I guess. But yeah, now all your EX moves cost half a meter instead of a full meter, which is pretty great. I especially like this for characters like base Goku or Android 18, who before it was like, well, you can do a non-EX throw and then vanish to combo off it, or you can just do an EX throw and combo straight off it. Now that EX throw option is a lot more interesting because it only costs half a meter. Yamcha, we're gonna be Wolfang fisting across the map here. You better believe. Listen, I'm gonna be pulling out as many heavy Wolfang fists as I can manage in matches. Another character this is really interesting for is Majin Buu. You know, now he can go straight into the heavy butt splash, which leads automatically into his fat toss for only half a meter. Pretty sick. And EX cartwheel is like a pretty busted normal as well, or a busted special, I should say. So it's pretty cool being able to do all these for half a meter. I think is awesome. I think it's going to open up gameplay a lot and make a lot of these moves that were maybe not so useful with their heavy versions a lot better. So I'm pretty hype about that one. And finally here at number 5, you probably saw this coming. Selectable assists, 3 assists per character. This is crazy. I mean, we've got obvious stuff like Krillin with beam assist. How overpowered is that? Oh my god. But there's a lot of cool new assists here. Especially keep an eye out for a lot of characters' assist 3. These tend to be homing attacks that you can combo off of. You can see it follows the enemy wherever they are on screen. A lot of characters have stuff like this, and I think it's really strong. You can do really dumb stuff like confirming off of specials meterless. You can go straight into full combos. Is that not crazy? What are they thinking with this? But something important to note is that different assists will have different recoveries. It seems like C assists have pretty high recovery. So you can see this is Yamcha's recovery off of his A assist, his old assist that he had before. It's coming back pretty fast. Let's try again with his C assist. By the way, I love that you can change these assists without going to character select or going to a load screen. How sick is that? So that's Yamcha's C, and you can see, hopefully, that it is coming back much slower. So these have a lot longer cooldown, but I think a lot of times it's going to be worth it, especially for characters with weaker assists. Like, obviously, Krillin assist was pretty terrible before. He'll take what he can get. And you can use that Yamcha assist to combo off beams, too. You can combo off Ki Blasts and stuff. Am I the only one that thinks this seems absolutely ridiculous? That works with Krillin's C assist as well, keep in mind. Even though it's called Solar Flare, really it's kind of more about the teleporting and the little follow-up kick that he gives you. Seems good. I don't know. Am I the only one thinking that these seem ridiculous and potentially overpowered? We'll have to wait and see. Like I said, you can see the cooldown on these is really bad, but I don't know if that's gonna matter if they're this strong. I don't know. I'm talking a bit too much about these C assists. I think they're crazy. I think that's definitely the most exciting thing about this Season 2 update. 3 assists per character is gonna open everything up. Gonna make all new team combinations that you never even considered before. I can't wait. So I'm gonna be putting in a lot of time with this patch, and I'm sure you guys are as well. Let me know down in the comments what type of content are you looking to see. You just want the matches? You want maybe team analysis? Trying to figure out which assists go well together? Let me know. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.